All right, so I just had a quick thought about the expression, don't get your hopes up. So we've either said it ourselves, I don't want to get my hopes up, or some people have said it to us, hey, don't get your hopes up. And I was thinking about where that comes from and the impact of it. And so I guess the idea is that, well, let's say we apply for a job and we're waiting to hear back from them, or we apply to a college, or we ask somebody on a date and they're pondering it or something. I don't know. And we have to wait for the outcome. We have to wait to see if we made it or we were accepted or the person wants to date us or whatever. Make a team of some kind. Again. And then then we say, well, I don't want to get my hopes up about it. I think that we do that to shield ourselves. It's a way of protecting ourselves from disappointment, the idea of disappointment, or just any of the negative feelings that we choose to apply or connect to the idea of not making the team, not making the cut, not getting the girl or the guy of our dreams or whatever. And so I was thinking about this because I found myself thinking it too, because I'm working on different projects and I could reach out, I could choose not to, and I was thinking about the whole I don't want to get my hopes up, mentality or that idea in general. And I think that just sucks because it's fun to have hope, it's fun to have excitement, it's fun to envision whatever it is you're doing, especially if it's like a multiple step process. Because I was thinking, if you get your hopes up about something and you assume it's going to work out, and then you take action to be right about that assumption, you're more likely to have it work out. On the contrary, if I'm like, well, I don't want to get my hopes up about it because I'm going to think I suck or I'm a loser if it doesn't work out, and then we'll hold back, we'll reserve ourselves a bit. And especially, I've seen this in dating too. It's like, well, I don't want to get my hopes up about this person, so let me play cool, let me distance myself a little bit. But that then sabotages it, and so it doesn't work out. Same thing with the job interview. If it's multiple steps or whatever, it's like, oh, let me hold back a little bit, and we may hold back on sending that email or communicating with the person in a certain way, or reaching out, or I don't know, somehow being impressionable, or and just being enlivened and enthusiastic, because and again, we're trying to hold back or something like that. Now, granted, if it's like, well, I don't want to get my hopes up, or I will get my hopes up, or I will assume, and then we stop taking action, I don't agree with that either. Meaning, if like you're trying out or you're applying to a certain college and you put all your eggs in one basket, I don't mean that either. So continually take action, go out and apply to multiple schools and all of that, but why not get our hopes up? I think anytime we're protecting ourselves from a made-up emotion, a made-up feeling like disappointment or rejection or well, not rejection, but mainly disappointment and being upset and stuff like that, which is what it looks like. Oh no, it's embarrassing, embarrassment, shame, disappointment, all that crap. Anyway, get your hopes up. Reach out. That's the thing too. It's like, when's the last time you or I have even been in a scenario where we had to contemplate this whole, hopes up thing? I think sometimes in life we avoid trying out for teams. We avoid, going out for that, maybe that new project or that new job or something along those lines. And so we don't even put ourselves in a position of being judged or having to earn or achieve and, all that. This weekend I ran my first 5K in like 13 years, so it's cool to go through some of the fears. What's it going to be like if I don't run very fast or all that, and so I realized I'd rather have those emotions and be able to be alive and active and accomplishing things and growing than to sit back and never know what it would be like to be involved again or have to live up to a standard or have to race or challenge myself or all of that. So anyway, let me finish there. I'm committed to keeping these videos beneath 5 minutes, but the race went well anyway. Side note, I had a great time. All right, so anyway, it's okay to get your hopes up. Keep taking action. Just don't make, failure on paper mean anything. It doesn't at all. Later.